Greetings, my lovely people. Today we are going to be making some more food. I got this cool little jewel from my friends. I like it. It's like all vegetable because the ball moves. Anyway, so what you're gonna need: get some bacon. I got Great Value brand because I'm poor. Get some butter. Any kind will do. Get a slice of cheese. Any slice will do. I got Swiss because I like Swiss. You can get like fucking American cheese if you like plastic. And an egg. Of course, I love eggs. And you're gonna need some bread too. Stay right there, Mr. Egg. Mr. Accident! Put it down! Ah! I'm gonna do whole wheat bread because it's healthier for you. But you can use butter bread if you like. Or Wonder Bread if you're feeling sassy, eh? And before you're like, oh my god, that's a health concern! First of all, me and my mother clean this kitchen once every day. So this place is effectively cleaner than your fucking kitchen floor. That too, that is also very clean. We vacuum once a day and we... What's it called? Swiffer once a week. So that's probably cleaner than your house too. Anyway, your first is we're going to crank the heat. Anyway, we're going to crank the heat. As you can see here, we're using a flat griddle. Turn it on. We're going to put it on medium. Just about. Then what we're going to do is we're going to take our bread. Right here. We're going to apply butter. So what we're gonna do is we're just gonna butter it out. As you can hear, my stepdad was listening to NCIS in the background, and he's gone right now, so I've decided to take the time to make a YouTube video, since I haven't made some. Honestly, I'm considering changing the channel's name, seeing as, you know, we don't really play video games on this as much as we used to. I'm considering doing a Sky Does Minecraft kind of, Sky Does Everything kind of thing, where we just put Colton plays everything. Honestly, now that just makes you realize. Wait. This is kind of my entire channel, kind of just a spin off of Sky Does Minecrafts. And about him, huh? Who else was kind of like weirded out, devastated to find out that he was such a terrible person? Poor guy started out playing RuneScape. Don't do that. Butter's extremely bad for you. But I do it because it's fat. I just had 2 pickles. Not full pickles, spears. Yeah. Dude, I cannot believe he was such a terrible person. Alright, time to feel. Easy trick. Get like a fingerful worth of butter. Oh! Eating the wrong part of the I'm just sitting there like, why isn't it warm? And I'm like, oh, it's just not heating because I put it on the wrong thing. Cut. Wasted 5 minutes of your time. And the 6 minutes free. Alright, so we're gonna get another fingerful of this. I'm gonna wait 5 seconds. Hasn't worked as well as I wanted it to. That's good. Alright, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna take a bread. We're going to flip it onto the butter side down, of course. I'm going to make them face away from each other. Take our egg. I'm not gonna crack it yet.
Do you recognize this, Mr. Petrovich? I remind you.
Until we start hearing that sear. I'm taking another piece of butter. It's ready. Nice pan view here. Hey, Pacino, look at the pan! As you can see, everything, all the butter's melted. I put a bunch of butter right here. There's a little bit of butter right there that's melted. What we're doing, we're gonna take this. Oh, yes, that's good. We're gonna leave that on there. We're gonna get like a spatula. It's raw! Ah! We're gonna scramble. Try to scramble. We're going to fail at scrambling. Come on. There we go. We're gonna plaster that across there. Now that we're going. I don't even know what half that means. There we go. We're gonna crank the heat. Okay, so I'm struggling a bit on the execution, but I swear I can do this. Alright.
Mr. Grayson, I am sure that you recognize Eric London's contact. If you testify that you never saw this email, you'll wipe out its credibility. London will go to jail where he can't come after you for a reprisal.
Now we wait. I know you can't spell that, but that is great. Ooh, you can feel the heat coming off that one here. Remember, people, I am not a professional cook by any standard. There we go. That fry over. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna grab this cheese and we're gonna put it right there. Actually, wait, no. Forgot the bacon. But we are gonna move it over. We're gonna grab the bake. Baby shoes never worn. For sale, baby shoes never worn. These thick and meaty pork cuts. I'm gonna grab a plate. Don't look good to you, but there's egg on it. It's great to me. Alright, now we got to wait for the bacon. The leg. Time for the singe. I love it when you're done cooking and you have like a really hot pan and you just put it on the water and it just because it sounds like you're quenching some metal. Place this right on top. Oh my god, take a look at that. You got your bacon, you got your cheese, you got your egg. There you go, you got your bacon, egg, and cheese. Homemade bacon, egg, and cheese. Use whatever bacon you want, use whatever cheese you want, use whatever brand of eggs you want. Don't matter to me. Just make sure you use some butter on them buns or else they're gonna come out all black and crispy unlike this. Here, hold on. Just soft enough to be bendable. So that's good for flipping, moving around. But also just crispy enough to give it a satisfying crunch. I'm gonna be honest, whenever I cook grilled cheeses, I get really kind of freaked out when I'm cooking them because when I make grilled cheeses, I put the butter on the bread and they start getting floppy, and I'm like, uh-oh, I messed it up. And I keep forgetting that you need to wait for it to actually like cook over so that it starts crusting. I was getting that thick crust that everyone loves. And I'm just like, oh, it all turned out good in the end. And for garnish, a pickle. Honestly, this is a completely new recipe to me. I made it myself. Well, not under myself. I made it with small inspiration from a bacon, egg, and cheese biscuit I had earlier on in the week. I was like, what if I take a grilled cheese and just crack an egg over the bread, put the cheese on there, and then put bacon on it?
What did you say, Mr. Baker?
And here we go. Here's the execution. And I must say that execution came out wonderfully. Now let's take a bite. Mm-hmm. That's it. That's it right there. Here, come on. Oh, come on. Hey, Chewy, want some bacon? Good boy. Get some for Mama, too. Hey, Mommy, want some bacon? The girl. I just armed some, too, after what I just did. Truly, astonishing meal. I like it. You're going to like it, too. I give it 9 out of 10. Thank you all. And I'll record a video someday. Bye.